Good morning, everyone. Thanks for joining us this morning. This is Matt Tour. I'm a marketing specialist on the annuity side at IAMS. Been here for over 2 decades. Seen a lot of changes over the years based on what's been the hot ticket that year. In 2023, the fixed interest rates have been extremely high. We've seen a huge increase in that side of the business. We do, of course, expect rates to start falling in 2024. We've already started seeing some of that. But this 2023 was the best rates we've seen since the mid-90s on fixed interest rates. We had rates up in the 6% range with a number of carriers. Haven't seen that for a long, long time. We still do have a couple carriers offering that 6% rate, and those will be going away here going into next year. I do expect rates to be in the mid-5s shortly, pretty much across the board, and I do expect them to be in the 4s before the year end of 2024. So we are definitely at the high point on rates right now. So if you do have people looking for good fixed rates, now is definitely the time to get those in. And of course, the indexed annuities, we see the highest cap rates we've seen since it came out with these policies. We see caps up in the 10, 12, 14% range with some carriers, definitely some really hot items right now based on those rates. And we see some companies that have some really, really strong bonus rates to help take care of surrender charges and other MVA adjustments that come up on some of these existing contracts to move those to higher interest rates for the client. We do have a few carriers that offer some outstanding bonuses up to 14% on a 10-year contract. So really a strong combination there. Today we'll be going over IRA opportunities we have with some of our annuities. We have a carrier that goes down to $100 minimum deposit. We'll be discussing that shortly. We also have a number of carriers that go down to $5,000. A couple go down to $2,500. We have one that goes down to $1,000 initial deposit. So we do have a lot of really good options right now for those smaller deposit contracts. Someone's looking at getting involved in the IRAs, and definitely a good way to go right now, especially where the rates are based on where they've been, those last 12, 18 months compared to where they were before that. The Fed held rates down for over 20 years, and we are seeing that rates are starting to fall again, and I do expect a full 1% decrease in rates in 2024. So we'll see how that plays out. We do offer our referral program still. You can earn some nice bonuses based on referring agents to IAMS. You get a $50 upfront check based on the referral when they get contracted, and then you'll receive an override based on the business. We pay these out quarterly. I know I have a number of agents that call me on a quarterly basis to verify when those checks are going out, and they always like that when they get those overrides based on those referrals. We also do marketing reimbursement, reimburse $100 for every $100,000 of indexed annuity premium, and good way to build up some nice marketing expense monies that we will help you out with based on your expenses. So definitely a great combination there. We also continue to offer our Fast Start program. You get licensed with IAMS. You write business in the first 6 months. We have different levels of prizes. You can earn cash, iPads, different seminar selling systems, a radio show, whatever it is you have interest in doing, we can help you out with that. We do have seen some very good returns on seminars this year. People are starting to go back to doing seminars based on the post-COVID situation. So definitely opportunities there. We also have a great back office support team here at IAMS. We got a great group of individuals that work in the new business department. Got a great marketing staff here. We also have a good creative team that can help you design different marketing campaigns depending on your level of interest in that. We can get you hooked up with one of our creative individuals that can help you out and design that. We got a great website you can go to and do quotes. You can do look up the latest interest rates based on a client's age, what state you're in, what duration they're looking at going into. Some great opportunities on that side. Really a good combination across the board. We do offer the Firelight e-app system on our website. Most of our carriers do provide e-apps now. Most of them utilize Firelight. So if it's something that you have not done, it's a good time to get started. It really helps the underwriting process. We see apps go through much quicker by doing e-applications. There's also some companies that are offering cash bonuses and additional commission for doing an e-app because it really helps them out, saves them money on processing, and really is a good thing moving forward. Once you've done an e-app or two, you will not want to go back to writing apps via handwriting. So definitely a good program to pick up and go with. It's going to save you time, save your clients time. Very, very strong combination there. As I mentioned, we got a great creative team that can help you out with website development. You can do email campaigns, you can do social media advertising. They can help you out with, redoing your logo, redoing your business colors, whatever it may be. I know a lot of people kicked on their websites 10, 15, 20 years ago. And with the last 20 years, we have seen some increases based on technology you can utilize in your website, so they can help you out with that and just get your website looking more like the 2020s as opposed to the 2000 early years. So definitely something to keep in mind. As I mentioned, we got a great website you can go to. You can pull up rates. You can do life quotes. You can do long-term care quotes. We have a really good income rider comparison program on there. You can also compare results on different index strategies. The index strategy we've seen to work the best in the last number of years has been the S&P with cap or par rate. Very competitive returns on that side. The volatility control indexes did not do much in 2023. A lot of zeros on those, a lot of negatives where you got zero. And unfortunately, in a big market like we had this last year, you hate to see a client earn nothing when the market's up 20, 25%. So keep that in mind. The S&P index is the best option along with the NASDAQ or the Russell. You definitely want to use those direct tie-ins. Don't go for these synthetic indexes. They are not getting returns. So keep that in mind. We do have the Retirement Analyzer software program. You can utilize that with clients. Great presentations you can print out. Based on that software program, we do have a number of agents that use these all the time. Really gives you a good forecast for what you're looking for down the road based on your current savings. Kind of shows you what you need to save along the way to earn higher returns down the road. Great combination there. We've got some great additional features you can throw in there based on lifetime events like nursing home stays, hospital stays, premature death. You can plug in all kinds of variables and really get a good return on those. We have a really strong side of our business. We came out with a couple 3 years ago, wealth management. And I know we've seen a huge increase in the number of agents utilizing their 65 and getting a 65 and using that in the field. I just launched a quick poll if you have interest in getting more information from Duncan Smith in our office on the wealth management side of our business. I'd be glad to have him get in contact with you. We've seen of our top 30 producing agents, about 90% of them now are securities licensed. It used to be the other way around. We'd only have about 10 to 15% of those licensed to securities. That switched all around, where about 90% of them are securities licensed now, and definitely helps you have a more tricks in your basket and be able to utilize both securities and insurance to help your client and their needs, and definitely the best of all worlds there. Once again, if you would like to get some more information on that, I'll do this over for about another 10 seconds and we'll get you on board. No interest, just check off no, and we will move forward. Go ahead and close that up. But if you do have interest, they do have a lot of different investment options, a lot of different platforms you can utilize, so on and so forth. Some good stuff there. We also have our academies we do. We do about 3 of these a year now. A good way to get in front of some of our higher producing agents. We do roundtable questionnaires. We do all kinds of presentations on different items, including, hot sales ideas, kind of what's been working in the field the last year or two. They'll go over their closing techniques. They'll go over a lot of their presentations they do with clients. If you have interest in coming out to one of our academies in 2024, we have not finalized the dates yet. I'm guessing we'll do around 3 of these next year. Typically have these in Omaha or Des Moines. And we do have a really good package of information we'll go over at these meetings. We probably bring in about 15 different presenters. We have some home office personnel that will present. We have, people from our office will be there. Really a good way to get in front of our staff. Go over questions you have with them. We'll have some of our creative team there. You can go over some information based on the marketing side, and just a really good package we put together. We've been doing this for about 20 years now. I know the first ones we did back in 03 and 04 were much different than the ones we do now. I mean, we've really progressed in what we present at these, and really it's a great package of information you'll take home with you. And we always see agents' income go up and their sales go up based on being at one of these meetings. So definitely worth your time. If you have interest, mark off yes. I'll leave this open for another 10 to 15 seconds. Be glad to get you on the list of interested parties. And we typically take care of your room, your board. In the past, we have paid for your transportation, and we take care of your transportation into the location of the meeting. Really a great combination. But again, if you do have interest, mark off yes. Otherwise, you can mark off no. And we'll go ahead and get this closed up here right now. We'll go ahead and get that done. And our first meeting should be probably in March or April. Second meeting will probably be in June, and the third one will probably be in September, October. So those are typically the months we hold these in, and a great way to sharpen up your tools on success. We also have presence on Facebook and LinkedIn. I know we do some special advertising on both sides. If that's something of interest in looking into, definitely jump on board on that. And I know that social media, some people like it, some people don't, but it's just up to you what you want to do there. Again, it is coming up to IRA season. It is not rabbit season. It is IRA season coming up. So should be another stellar year on that side. Now we have a lot of agents just coming out of the Medicare season, and they have run across a number of clients that have investments. Good chance to go back and meet with them, go over some of the opportunities we have right now with the higher interest rates, different bonuses we have available, all kinds of good information there. IRA contributions for 2023 are $6,500 for 0 to 49, $7,500 for 50 and above. There are, of course, limitations based on income on the individuals or married couples. And it just depends on how they fit into the scale, what they're able to write off on their taxes. Of course, we do have Roth IRAs available. You don't get the write-off, but you do have tax-free gains, tax-free on your principal. Great combination there. I know that anyone that got into this back into in the 90s have some pretty sizable accounts they've built up. And the great thing about those accounts is they're tax-free. You're not going to pay taxes on that money you're taking out of those Roth accounts. You do, of course, have to be 59 and a half or older to start tapping money out of that. And then your money has to be in that investment for 5 years based on your initial Roth IRA investment. So great opportunities there. We'll be discussing a number of companies today on the companies that kind of specialize in these smaller deposit IRA flexible premium type plans. A number of them have some good opportunities there. Unfortunately, a lot of these carriers do have single premium products, so you're not able to add into those, but we'll be going over some different options, some different opportunities there. First one we'll be discussing is the American Classic. It's a MYGA, M-Y-G-A, annuity being offered through American Life. They do have a $1,000 minimum deposit, so it goes to a much lower deposit amount. You could do a 3-year or 5-year MYGA with them. Their 3-year rate's at 5.5. Their 5-year rate's at 5.55. Really good interest rate on a short-term contract, and it goes down to $1,000. So it's not going to take a lot to get started there, and a good combination there with American Life. American National Life, another company we have that we seen some business go to in the past on these smaller deposit annuities. They do have a indexed annuity on a 7-year or 10-year chassis. You have a $5,000 minimum deposit. It has a 4.5% fixed rate right now, a 10% cap on a 100% par, or you can get a 15% cap on a 50% par. What that means, like this year, the S&P is up about 24%. And if you take half of that, you end up with 12. Your client's going to make 12% on that S&P based on a 50% par rate. Otherwise, if you go with the 100% par, that cap right now is at 10. Anytime your client can make a 10% return and have no loss guarantee, that is a great return. Great combination there. A company we do see a lot of business going to on these IRA annuities is Equitrust. They do have their Market 10 annuity right now, which requires a $5,000 upfront deposit, but then you can add money as you wish along the way after that. Your client will receive an 8% bonus right now. Any deposits the first 5 years. That does include additional 2% bonus they're offering that runs through January. So if you do business now through January, your client's going to earn that 8% bonus. If you do business in February going forward, the bonus will be at 6%, based on what their plan is at this point. But 8% bonus right now has an 8% S&P cap, a 4.5% fixed rate. So if your client goes the fixed side, they're going to earn that 8% bonus plus a guaranteed 4.5% return. That gets them over a 12.5% first-year rate guarantee. Great combination there. It's a 10-year surrender charge, currently paying a 7% commission. They are paying an additional 1% commission right now. They regularly pay 6%. So you're going to earn additional commission. Your client's going to earn an additional bonus. A great combination based on those. That's also a flexible premium plan. You can add money anytime you wish after your initial deposit for the duration of the contract. A great combination. They also have their certain select fixed rate annuities. You will have to combine 2023 and 2024 deposits here going into January. Get you at that $10,000 level or higher. They currently have a 3-year rate guarantee at 5.5%, a 5-year at 5.75%, so 5.75 for 5 years, and currently they have a 6% rate for 10 years. Great rate right now. They're probably not going to hold that much longer. I do expect all these rates to start falling in January with Equitrust, and that'll be those rates moving forward. As I mentioned earlier today, we do have that company that does $100 a month deposit. That's with Life of the Southwest. They do have both their Fit Secure Growth and Fit Secure Income. 2 different contracts you could take advantage of. The income policy has a 5% bonus on all deposits the first 8 years. Currently has a 10.5% cap and a 3.5% fixed rate. The Fit Secure Growth is just a pure growth annuity. You have a 9% cap, a 2.95% fixed rate. Great combination there. The income plan does have a fee, I believe right around 1%. That income payout opportunity, and good combination there. I know a lot of younger individuals don't have the big dollars to invest initially, but they can't afford that $100 a month. That does have to be set up on a bank draft, and they'll start drafting that in 30 days. National Western Life company we've had for a long time. They do have some decent short-term or a little bit longer-term indexed annuities. They're flexible premium. They're ultra classic and ultra future. The future does have a large bonus up front of 9%. And then you get additional bonuses based on deposits in the first 5 years. Ultra Classic is a high commission plan, and it does have competitive rates right now, but their renewal rates will be slightly lower than most based on the higher comp. So keep that in mind. With National Western Life, we also carry Clear Spring, used to be Guggenheim. They have their Highlander series. They have a 7-year and 10-year chassis. On the 10-year chassis, currently has a 10% bonus, 8% cap, 4% fixed rate. So if you go in the fixed rate, your client's guaranteed a 14% return. They will take down to $5,000 of deposit. Very strong combination there, and very good contract moving forward there with Clear Springs. And they also have a 7-year contract. It does not have the bonus. The rates are going to be slightly lower, but a very good combination there. Atlantic Coast, another good company we offer. They've got a $5,000 minimum deposit. They have a first-year rate on their 5-year contract at 6.55. The renewal rate's at 5.55, guaranteed years 2 through 5. And they have a 3-year contract, 6.67 first year, 5.67 rates are years 2 and 3. Great short-term contract. You could put $5,000 into either one of those. Single premium plans, you're not able to add to that, but really a strong combination for a short-term rate. The Sentinel, the last one we'll talk about here, is their personal choice annuity. It's a $2,500 minimum deposit, 5.75 on the 5-year rate, 6% on the 3-year. So a 6% rate right now they're offering in the 3-year contract, $2,500 deposit. It's the best rate we have on a 3-year chassis right now. Does go down to a lower deposit. Some good combinations there, and really good for these smaller IRA deposits moving into next year. I never usually see a bunch of these coming in March and April, but you get a jump on it right now while the rates are higher. I think all of our rates are going to be dropping at least 25 to 50 basis points in the first quarter of 2024. The stock market continues to go up. It's kind of building in some of these rate decreases in the returns of the market, but really a strong combination there. Anybody has any questions, be sure to get them asked now. I'll be giving everyone a call sometime today or tomorrow post webinar here, but we do have a strong number of companies we can get you some information on based on these programs we have. I'm going to launch a quick poll here. If you'd like to get some information on EquiTrust or any of the other companies we asked and went over today, we'd be glad to get you some details on that via brochure and rates. We do most of our contract now on Surance Bay. It's a company that we use for our platform to do contracts. Most companies use them to get licensed. We have a few outliers there, use some different groups. Some of them have their own licensing they do through their own website, but a lot of these do use Surance Bay. I'd like to send you some additional information on anything we covered in today's webinar. I've been glad to get that done. I'll also be getting you over our CD conversion packet. It'll come via a link. Click on that and download that information. Try to keep these webinars under a half an hour that we can get back to your busy days. But appreciate being on this morning. Everyone have a great new year coming up next week. IAMS will be open through Friday. We're closed on Monday, the 1st of January, and back open on Tuesday for a half a day. Then starting next Wednesday, we'll be open most days moving forward to the first 6 months. And then if you do have any questions this week or next on anything you have coming up on cases, we'd be glad to get those answered, get you out what you need to write business. Otherwise, I appreciate your being on with me this morning. I know it's a pretty busy week this week between New Year's and Christmas, and a lot of people are putting together the plans for 2024, what they're going to be doing moving forward to write more annuity business here in 2024. I'd be glad to help you out with some lead programs we have. We do have some different different systems, utilizing seminars, using appointments, different things you can get into. Really good combination. We're looking at a new system this year to review clients' existing policies. A good way to get in and see if you can better their situation based on what's being offered here in 23 and 24 compared to policies they had, anything issued more than 2 years ago. The rates are going to be much, much lower than they can get today. So definitely a good opportunity to get those moved to higher rates. Plus you can make a nice comp in the way on that side of it. Good combination there. If you have any questions, I'll be giving everyone a call here next, probably this afternoon or tomorrow morning. Get you all taken care of. Otherwise, everyone have a great week. Enjoy the end of 2023. We look forward to 2024. Have a great day. Again, this is Matt Tour, and we'll check in soon. Bye now.